Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're returning, my name is Amelia. So today's reading is what are your person or the person on your mind, what are their fantasies about you? So this isn't going to be an 18 plus reading, so if you're looking for that, sorry, heads up, you might want to click off and find something else. If anything like that comes up, I will tell you, but I'm just not going to get into depth with that kind of thing. I don't know, sometimes I think if they can't find the courage to say hello, who cares what those Anyway, personal feelings aside. Okay, let's see. So their fantasies. Okay, so what are the fantasies of the person on my viewer's mind, please? What are their fantasies about my viewer? Okay, for some of you, they have a fantasy about reconciling because you may have gone cold on them, or you've pulled away, or you're not giving them your attention like you used to, and they have a fantasy of coming to you and saying, look, I know what this connection is. I understand it's you know, high level. It's unlike anything I've felt before. So spilling their guts to you, saying things they feel that they have known or recently come to know but haven't expressed. So you look at this, Queen of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles reversed. The biggest fantasy here seems to be, I wish I could just revel in this love, as cheesy as that sounds, with you. I wish I could express all of these deep emotions that I have. So this could be someone who isn't very expressive about feelings one way or another usually, so they fantasize about being more expressive, feeling safe to be that way, or having the confidence to be that way. Or it could be someone, do you know what I got initially? Someone who actually doesn't feel things that often. And I don't mean that this is a sociopath or psychopath with no feelings. I mean that every day maybe is kind of meh, you know, they have feelings, of course, but nothing intense one way or another. Kind of just moving through life. Everything's a bit boring. Everything's the same. Nothing's really heightened. But with you, there's this overabundance of feeling. And I always notice in this depiction of the Ace of Cups, the water is overflowing so much. It's dripped on the ground on this earth that looks pretty dry. And we've got some plants growing from it. We've got the cat that's drinking from it. So it's creating something that's grounded, solid. It's giving new life. So there's something about their feelings for you that they feel, I wish I could go for this. I wish we could just, you know, make something of this, because I understand right now maybe they're not expressed feelings, or I haven't expressed myself fully, but there's tangible value in this. It's not some nebulous, just esoteric, untangible thing. We could root this, we could grow from this, we could build something from this. It could benefit us and maybe even others. For some of you, there's something to do with work here. It could be that I wish I could just maybe they think about you a lot when they're at work. I wish I could just leave work, just walk out, or just not be where I'm supposed to be at a particular time and just come and see you or tell you. Four of Wands reversed. If this is someone, for some of you, who you actually were with, maybe you were in a relationship or a marriage, maybe you have a family together, there is a fantasy here of like, what if we could restart things? What if we could bring back maybe some of the initial giddiness or fun or romance that maybe sort of we lost over time or over the years? If you are in a relationship with someone currently who is not this person and they know about it, they could have a fantasy, I have to be honest, of showing up like some sort of chivalrous Romeo and sweeping you off your feet and making you feel so enamored with them that you leave your current partner. For some of you, there could be an age difference here. I'm seeing that you could be older than this person, but doesn't have to be. And if it's not that, it could be that you have a different focus, or they look at you as being more established in some sort of way, whether that's true or not. You know, I feel for many of you, this could be someone who, some of you may have had a relationship, but the majority I'm reading for here, I think you haven't. And this person actually hasn't even fully expressed their feelings to you, if at all. So they could be doing quite a bit of maybe projecting onto you or assuming things about you. Some things might be true, other things might not be. I am seeing a consistent thing here though about pulling away your energy, attention, and maybe compassion, or how giving you are or were, or something like that, and they feel that other people get this from you, other people benefit from your attention or your kindness or your interest. Okay, let's see. What fantasies does this person have, please? Wow. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, I'm just, because this is coming out under the card with that plant that's growing as a result of the water, the emotion, the connection. Page of Pentacles I look at as sometimes a tangible 3D child. So for some of you, they could fantasize about having a family or having a child or more children with you. If it's not a human child, it could be animals, pets. And if it's nothing like that, again, it's simply, I wish, or I fantasize about taking the feelings that we have for each other and, you know, doing something tangible with them, coming together, building, but building from a place of like love and support, not fear or necessity. I don't know why those things are coming through. Maybe this is a person who has built things, you know, the stick or the carrot method. It's like the stick. They've been trying to move away from something versus the carrot that they're trying to reach, that, you know, that goal. It's more, I want to get away from where I am in life or how things are. That's been their motivation, and they're saying, sometimes I fantasize about us building from a place of optimism, desire, reaching for something nice in the future. For some of you, there's something about travel, and it doesn't have to be connected to work, but I do think it is. I mean, it could be, I want to find a way to travel to you to make this travel or traveling work, especially if there's quite a bit of distance. Maybe there needs to be considerations around timings, finances, bookings, you know, whatever. But I don't know, there's something about travel and work and pulling away from like a place they should be, or a schedule, or some sort of routine. I wish I could break my routine and travel. Side note, this could be someone who has a really like beloved pair of shoes or boots or trainers or something. They might not be in the best shape anymore, but it's like they're just so perfect. They are comfortable, they fit perfectly. Just like this really, a pair they always go back to, they keep going back to. Like maybe they think, oh, I need to get a new pair, or I need to wear different shoes with such and such an outfit or whatever, but they always come back to these comfortable, trusty shoes. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Let's clarify that. This could be someone who to some degree feels more out of control than they need to, like they could be relying on fate and destiny and chance and luck more than they need to. So they might have more agency here than they think. This could be an overthinker, an over-worrier. Ten of Wands reversed. For some of you, the last time you saw this person or that you interacted with each other, something difficult or heavy could have happened. Could have involved, getting more specific again, could have involved someone's home or house, or if you go to the same location, whether it's work, study, coffee shop, I don't know, something inside, something didn't work, or didn't work how you both wanted or one of you wanted. I'm hearing took a chance. The Emperor. Yeah, work could be involved. But if we think of someone's home, you know, you might feel like you're the empress or emperor of your home. It's your space. It's, you know, you're in charge of it. You have to be in charge of it. You have practical responsibilities to keep up with their... Yeah, Page of Wands reversed. Again, there's something about travel. This could be, for some of you, this person could be considering travel, possibly to your home or a location, a building that you're in which you often or have in the past seen each other. So they could be thinking about this, trying to be the emperor, trying to take charge, trying to plan everything. Or it could be this has happened, and with the Ten of Wands reversed, they're saying that did not go, I took a chance, it did not go how I wanted or how I hoped. And that could be something, it's not really that they're fantasizing if it's already happened, but it's on their mind, it's weighing on them. If it hasn't happened, this is something they're fantasizing about, but I would say it's more than fantasizing. It feels like there's some sort of planning going into this. So I know I said at the start, oh look, the Tower on the back. For a lot of you, this has happened already. Yeah, not specifically like 18 plus, that's not my focus, but as I said, if anything comes through, I'll share it. But interestingly, I'm not at the moment seeing anything like that. It's very loving, romantic, future focused, investing in one another. That's what I'm seeing so far. Let's go through again, see what else we can see. King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. If you're single, or if they believe you're single, or they don't know, it's like they see you as so just comfortable in your own skin, very happy, content with your life, so happy in your own company, that they may feel they have to do something incredibly impressive or something that just is captivating or takes your breath away in order for you to want to give up what you have, which to them seems pretty good, to invest in something with them. Again, that could be true. It could be an assumption. Ace of Swords reversed. Let's take this actually. See, Ten of Pentacles. Absolutely. We've got the Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And I think she's reversed because this person doesn't know if you would want this with them. For some of you, they could wonder if you have this with somebody else, if you are, you know, committed somewhere. See, they're fantasies, you know, it's long term, it's investing. Something's going on with this Emperor though. Let's see, I keep looking at him. The Tower, what happened here? The Emperor and the Tower, something got messed up. So I'm going to read this particular part here as though it's already happened because I'm feeling that the strongest. If it hasn't happened, just know this person seems to be fantasizing about and planning something around maybe paying you a visit or showing up somehow. And they want to be seen by you as an emperor. But for many of you, I think this interaction, this encounter has happened. And I'm wondering if this person's feeling like they're not on your level in terms of pentacles, so maybe it's money, stability, whatever. They're very much, you know, they feel good in terms of the King of Wands, you know, passion, energy, all of that. But there's something to do with pentacles. How is it that they're then showing up as an emperor? Is it that it was a projection, it was fake, and then their emperor mask crumbled? when you came face to face or at the last minute or something like that. Or if it was a projection, it wasn't authentic to you, it read like they're being egotistical versus quietly confident. She's very smug in this card. She's brought the Tower down. You can see her wand still sort of sparkling there, almost like she just fired a gun and it's still smoking. So she brought the Tower down. So it seems like either they had a plan, you shot them down, at least this is how they're perceiving it, and it shocked them, or they had a plan, it somehow turned you off, or it didn't go to plan, and then they did something. This emperor, this person did something to create a tower, maybe as a reaction, but it's definitely something that's still on their mind. What else? What happened here? See, look, Four of Swords. It's something they still think about. Possibly it's at night or when they're resting or when they're trying to be at peace and go to sleep. It comes up and it's one of those thoughts that they just feel so awkward or embarrassed about, or like it haunts them. It could have happened a while ago. I'm looking at the cobwebs here. Side note, I do think this person does have 18 plus fantasies about you at night. This candle. Can you see it in the camera? I'm not sure how well that's going to show up. It always makes me think of something other than a candle. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that or not. Judgment reversed. It's like they're agonizing over a judgment or a decision that was made, or a chance that was missed, but it's something in the past. So the Star reverse, see, look, it's like something that's been left unhealed, or a chance that was missed, or something like that, something they don't feel good about. Yeah, the Moon. Oh, gosh, it could sort of haunt them in their dreams or something. Something unknown. 10 of Cups reversed. Something unexpressed. 9 of Wands reversed. 7 of Cups reversed. So I don't know what this is. It could be different for all of you, but it's like there was an opportunity that was missed. Something they could have said, they had a chance to say it. At least they believe that, looking back now. Or something they did or said, and they regret it, or not. Okay, here's the thing. If this person tried to present themselves as an emperor to you and you believed it, you're like, wow, this person, they've got it together, they're confident, they go after the things they want, they make things happen. And then when it came to your connection, you notice they don't seem to be reciprocating my effort or interest, or they're not stepping forward or going for anything. You may have read that as, okay, perhaps then they're just not interested. So you pulled your energy back, and they're gutted because they know the truth was that they weren't really the emperor, they were projecting because they wanted to impress you. Maybe they are in other areas of their life, but with you there's, huge nerves, I feel. But because they didn't just say, or they weren't honest with how they were feeling, they gave you some sort of like an illusion here, some kind of idea of them that wasn't true. I'm hearing misdirection. I don't know. There's just something here that they regret, I think, or that plagues them from the past. And that's for most of you. If it's not from the past, it's a fear they have of, what if this goes wrong? What if I mess up at the last minute? Or, what if this and that? And I think it keeps them up at night sometimes. Okay, so let's get some messages to you from this person. Even in this Moon card, we have the cat looking into the pond, and the reflection looks like more of, rather than a domesticated cat, it's a wild cat. It's a big cat. Looks like a panther, possibly. So did they pretend I'm this, fierce wild cat? and they're a domestic cat. Or so yeah, a wild cat would be, you can't, you know, it's doing its own thing, it's wild, it's independent, it's free. A cat that's someone's pet has to go back to a place if it wants to keep getting the shelter, the food. It's dependent maybe in some way. So did this person try and show you, oh, I'm this wild cat roaming about, no one tells me what to do, but they actually are tied to a place? Someone else is in a way providing for them or keeping them safe, secure. I don't know. Something about illusion versus reality here. A misdirection. In the background we have this witch flying across the moon, but I've been looking at the cats. For some of you, this person could even have, this is getting a bit out there now, but this, well, not out there, but we're really going down a rabbit hole. For someone, this person could have pretended to be someone they're not, or something like that, or done something in the dark, done something in secret. That's on their mind at this point. Okay. I'm just not getting the best feeling from this Emperor today, which is strange because he's in the upright, so that should be quite reassuring, in fact. But something, and maybe that's something you felt like, you know, I'm not seeing any red flags, everything feels like it's in place, and yet I'm feeling like something is off. Okay, so this person's fantasies, please. I'm learning a spiritual lesson. Yeah, I don't know. I think something happened here. I think they did something or didn't do something they should have done, and it came from an egoic space, and there's something they're realizing or learning, or okay. And I think in the learning of this or the realizing of this, they may be having fantasies about being able to change the past or how they could do things differently moving forward. Yeah, look, please give me a second chance. It almost feels like whatever was inauthentic or they thought was secretive, you already, like, you felt it, you knew it, you suspected it. So if they were showing up in front of your 3D eyes pretending I'm this person, you know, you kind of felt there's something you're not showing or revealing, or I know you're feeling like a page and projecting that you're the Emperor or whatever, and not from a judgmental space, just you understand they want to come across well. Maybe they were nervous, that's fine, you know, whatever. Or if they've been hiding in some way online or something like that, it's like, I know you're there. Or I know, yeah. And yet, but I'm not seeing you interacting with them or reacting to this, because Queen of Cups is reversed. It's kind of like, I'm just minding my own business until something changes, or unless something changes. Some of you may not actually be interested anymore. You might just be curious that, you know, what are their fantasies about you? Just feels like something was done deliberately, something, and the Tower's not something small, and it came maybe from a place of feeling rejected or being arrogant or something like that. I think that you are better off without me. Yeah, so I think they have times where they, you know, can kind of look more objectively at something they did or said, and they know that's not really appropriate behavior. I have some work to do, hence the spiritual lesson they're learning. This isn't over between us, I'm coming back for you. Yeah. After a possible Tower moment, or if it hasn't happened, you know, maybe they think it's going to be a huge moment when they come back. Again, this idea of planning or travel or something like that. Whoops, sorry. Please understand that I need space right now. Yeah, and I think this is probably good for both of you, because you don't want someone who is always in your face and always freaking out because of this perceived slight or that perceived slight, and oh, you've you know, reflected something back at me that I don't like and my ego's offended. I will take action soon. Please believe in me. I love you so much, but I keep running from you. I don't understand why I do this. See, look, and that's with, I think you're better off without me. I have never loved anyone the way that I love you. Maybe that's something they want you to know when they come back. Let's get one more for this. It feels like sabotaging energy here. I still love you and I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, and what happened, what I did do, what I didn't do. What sort of illusion that I wanted you to believe. Okay, so I think I'll leave this here. So thank you for watching. I hope you I hope you helped. I believe you did help. You contributed your energy for sure. There wouldn't be a reading without your energy. So I hope the reading helped. I hope there were some messages here that were useful for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.